Hello everyone. It's Art Garden here. I'm here. Hopefully this is all good. I always start these out. It's a mess. It's a mess when I start these out. Even more so today, I'm even a little out of breath because I literally just ran in the door. I had this a little bit pre-set up. And yeah, so I'm going to get my act together one of these days. But anyways, I was outside with my dog and he refused to go to the bathroom. He refused to do poop. Hashtag dog owner problems. And I knew he needed to. And so I was I was waiting for him. And he's a little stubborn guy. He makes you like play with him for a bit first. Yeah. So today I'm going to be working on this comic. I have prepped some of it. I was hoping to prep a little bit more of it, but I ran out of time, as I said. But that's okay. So I'm going to be working on this. In the last video I made, it was kind of a technical video. It was how to do a pen tool. I don't know if... hello, Mufftoons. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I don't know if... I don't know how much people watch wanting to learn the pen tool, but I had that video and then I was going to do a live stream where I'm working on a comic and I'll use the pen tool. So if anyone has any questions, they can come and ask me that. Hello, Will Crab Picture. You just finished eating Muffatoons? I hope it was something good. I had breakfast quite a while ago. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I injured my foot. Like yesterday, I just kind of stepped on it weird and the side of it's been hurting. I gotta turn. I'm gonna make these a little darker because I saw in my preview they were kind of hard to see. So let's lower them both by 33. Yeah, so I hurt my foot and then yesterday, and then I was like wearing house slippers chasing my dog around, and you know, don't do that. Afterwards, my foot was hurting. What terrible choices I make. Don't be like me. Oh, you missed the T'Challa and Shuri? Yeah. I felt bad. I should have tried to contact you. I usually think about that stuff after I've gone live and then I'm scrambling. But it was fun to do them. I'll do more superhero quests and stuff, except for October coming up. When does that start? Monday, I guess. So starting in October, I think all my live streams will be kind of like Halloween themed and stuff. I mean, this sort of is. It's a comic Halloween, but I'm glad you got to see it. Yeah, it was a lot of fun doing him and his sister. They were both very fun. Hello, Mexicano11. Are you having a good day? I hope everyone is. Everyone's excited for the weekend. Okay, so I better actually start doing something. So I'm going to... I sort of prepped this up 2 live streams ago. I kind of designed this character, and then I started on the comic itself. And this is all still just in the very messy sketching phase. I hadn't decided, you know, who was going to be talking to her over here. I think what I'm going to do is I just drew 3 random characters out for this scene. And these all might be resized and stuff later. I don't know how much of this mansion I'm going to use. But I think I'm going to draw her over here as these characters because I need someone there. So I was hoping to have that all done before. But that's okay. We'll do it real quick here while some people come. And then if... let me see here. I'm going to make Muffatoons a moderator. So that way, there you go. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, so you know, now you have some power. If there's people being naughty on the chat, you have the power. Because I don't know, so I'm getting like a weird message how this message is held for review. Yeah, the comic, it's just like a little Halloween comic I'm working on, but the point mostly, I'm going to try to get these 2 frames drawn in, and then I'm going to go through how to do the pin tool with them. I don't know if I'll get to the mansion, because I really just sketched out a very random looking mansion. But I'll work on these for this live stream. And then if people have questions, they come in and they want to know about the pen tool, I'll be a little bit more prepared. So let me see here, which layer is this one? Obviously this one. So let me take a look at this character. I'm actually just going to copy her and paste her over here so I can copy her from the sides here. It's weird working in with live stream with one channel, with one not channel. I'm gonna see if I can blow this out a little bit. Hopefully this isn't gonna mess up the ratio of it, because I didn't quite frame it up right. Thank you. I hope it'll be a fun comic. I have to kick myself into gear making this. I'm just gonna put this over here and I'll make it brown so I remember that that's just a reference. I'll even make this layer the reference layer. I have to kick my butt into like high gear working order to get this thing done, but it should be fun. Yeah, so I'm gonna just draw her in real quick over here, and these will be kind of messy. These don't have to be perfect. Let's blow this up a little bit more, because I'm gonna go with the pen tool, and I'm actually gonna do a lot of edits and stuff with the pen tool when I'm laying out my final things. But for now, I want to get her in here like this. His face might be a little bit long. Copy and pasting. Hello, server down. This is my Halloween comic I'm working on that I'm trying to set my deadline to get this done in 2 weeks, so there'll be time to do maybe a dub. But I've got another comic that I'm working on too, so I really need to kind of figure out the priorities. But even if I don't get it done for Halloween, it'll just be a fun comic, I think. So hopefully you are doing well today. It's so great to see everybody. Yeah, so I have no names for these characters. I have a very rough script, which it's actually complete, but the first couple days will be, the first couple frames will be kind of like character designing as we go. It's cutting corners. It's Miss AG cutting her corners. Let me see here. I don't know how just kind of put this in. Like I said, I'm not too concerned with this looking too great the first time around. Let's see her hair. Okay, so she'll have these square bangs, and there'll be some like things here. Her eyes are very creepy. Maybe I'll draw them like this. That's a little bit more friendly, like she's closing her eyes while she's talking, and hopefully that won't come off as condescending. So her hair will be maybe about here. Her ear will be about back here. So her face will be cut in here. This is very, very sloppy sketching, but that's how I usually do it. I guess I should have probably prepared this a little bit more. Maybe I'll skip doing her down here and skip into the into the pen tool line stuff. Description for sillies who don't read. I'm back this time working on my Halloween Halloween comic. Come learn the pen tool. And as always, ask any art or Photoshop questions you want. Miss Art, I know this sounds weird, but can I call you Miss Smaxy Voice, who is practically our mom? Yeah. You can call me whatever you want, as long as it's not like a meanie thing. I don't care what people call me. Yeah, so let's get this kind of put in here. Give her this. She has a headband thing. And that'll go down to her ear, which I think will be more like here. Just gonna sketch it in. I'm not worrying too much, especially now that I just want to get this sketched in so that I can start on the pen tool stuff. I'm not gonna worry too much. You know, rough sketches, I think it's more important, rather than worrying about them all being perfect and everything, is just to get them down. I feel like you get really discouraged and you never finish your work if you obsess over it being perfect the first time. At least that's my experience. So let's get her hair like that. She'll have this choppy bit here, and this will all kind of come over like that more. Okay, I think that looks pretty good just for her head. This is the reference I'm sort of going off. So she'll have maybe like a little bit of hair. No, it's too high up. Maybe over here like that. And then I'll put this down here. And she has a collar. So I want to get that collar in. And yeah. Either way, the comic is looking pretty good. It's just a sketch, yeah. um, I think it's always kind of exciting when you get just even the sketching part. Okay, so I gave her puffy sleeves. I'm gonna remember that. I like puffy sleeves. I do that a lot. My first paying artistic gig was drawing Alice in Wonderland for like a iPhone app. So I had to do a lot of puffy sleeves with her outfit that they wanted. So that was kind of fun. Okay, so we have her like this. Actually, I want a nice bend to her back, so we'll just try to barely fit this in. I think her arm is sticking a little bit too much, so we'll have it go a little bit like this. I think originally I was gonna have it like she was holding her knees, but I don't know if I'll stick with that or not. Yeah, something like that. That looks good. And then I think she got her bow. I think this is okay for the shape of her head. I want this to come in a little bit like that. Her whole head might go back a little bit. Just kind of keep going with it for now though. So the emojis have been released. It's sailing time. Anchor sailboat. That's fun. It's a sea of fun time. So yeah, let me just kind of get, I think I'll just have her more like that. I'll get rid of that line. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. I think I'm just gonna leave that now. Just get her ponytail. Was it like a short one? Yeah, it's a short little ponytail. Get that kind of sketched in. And I suppose while I'm at it, I'll do this face down here real quick. Yeah, just get this going, and then I will do the pen tool. If anyone's here for the pen tool, you can yell at me in the chat, and I will get started on that. I don't know if people are. I don't know if people just come and want to hang out and stuff. That is perfectly great as well. So I'm going to draw this eye here. And before I draw on the eyeball, I'm going to cheat. I don't want to copy the eyebrow. I'm going to cheat and just copy it over like this. Does anyone else copy the eyes? Am I a terrible lazy artist that always copies the eyes? I do it more or less for the like laziness of it. I mean, it doesn't hurt, but more for just the getting them to look really clean and natural, and not clean but symmetrical and the same. I love the uniqueness you give them. I've been trying to give my OCs different shapes. Yeah, I do think I have some samey drawings too. I think that's a hard thing to get over, but I think it's great that you are giving your OCs their own personal style. Everyone needs their own personal style. So let's give her a nice smile here. Like something like this. I don't know. I gotta get her face shape in here now because it is all over the place. So we want it to go down a little bit more like this. And over here a little bit like this, cut the jaw in. Something, I want this to go in though. So let me see, I just gave her, I guess I did give her kind of a rounded face, so I won't worry about that then. We'll just bring it in like this, something like that. That's a good shape, I think. I guess I need to draw the other eyebrow. I'm terrible at remembering all eyebrows. There we go. Yeah, so, okay, then we have more like this. And yeah, we'll just real messy put them in. Why not? Just want to get that in like that. And then I alternate. When I do blocky hair like this, I tend to alternate between a spike and a long thing. I don't know if I've ever had problems learning to draw blocky hair, but I used to be like, I cannot get it right. I would, anyone know Naruto? I don't know if that's even still a popular thing. Maybe Boruto, whatever the kid's name is. But yeah, I used to look at pictures of Rock Lee and Hinata. That might have been her name. And something. It's Naruto's love interest. Okay, so that's just kind of pinned her into the side here. And her hair, I guess this one will go down longer if I'm following what I did before, and then she'll have a little streak there. And then this one can go out like this to bring all those little details and make her look the same in every panel. And this nose, I don't know about this nose. I think I might have messed it up. I think I'm going to take this away and move these two things over to make it look a little bit more correct. Reasons why I can't draw humans, they're hard. And the hair and the hands. Naruto Run also, feet are harder than hands in my opinion. Definitely. I definitely struggle to draw feet more than hands myself. That is very, very true. Okay, so yeah, so I just want to pen this little sketch of her in over here, and I'm losing her neck, so let me think about this for a minute. I don't mind having her shoulder like up like that, but I think it'll need to come out a little bit more so she's not like no neck Nancy or whatever they might call her. So we'll have it more like this, and then we want this puffy sleeve, so we'll have it go like that, and then we'll have it come down. Just something in this general vicinity. And the hand, I can try to draw it in here. I might move it up. Sometimes I move my hands over and then I draw them another way. But yeah, does anyone else like to draw comics? I used to, I go between really liking drawing them and getting them like done. I like them done. But it's a little bit of a grueling, I don't know what you call it, like process, I guess, to go through the entirety of making a comic from scratch. But I certainly have taken shortcuts. I've learned certain shortcuts. These fingers aren't. I'm getting boxed in here by the panels. So I don't know. This hand needs longer fingers. I've lost my guides completely. I think that was that. So we'll draw this. Let's see, 1, 2, and this will be the third, matching up close to that, and then we'll have little Pinky might do some bending in. Pinkies tend to bend in. That's one of the rushed hands. That's okay. You can tell it's a hand. That's all that matters. I can edit it in post. Is that the same? Did I decide her sleeves? I didn't really. I just kind of cheaped out on them. Well, she'll have some kind of thing here, maybe with a couple buttons to look all fancy, and then some wrinkles there. Something like that. It's a little bit crowded in. I'll probably change that eventually. Sometimes you have to kind of sit after you draw them and correct them, I guess. So her head might go more like this. I think it should be up a little bit so we can see just a little bit of her neck. I've drawn her too boxed in here by this collar. I think it would look better if we could see a little bit of her neck. And then her shoulders coming out there. Her maybe too far out, actually. I don't know. Am I missing? Yeah, I made some comics, but there weren't any voice actors, so I'm just doing animated episodes instead. Yeah, I found Server Down and I don't know what he calls himself now. Blake Proto? Prototo? I don't remember. Server Down said he changed his name, and I can't remember. His old name was Blake Proto, and then I accidentally credited him as Blake Potato because I'm dumb. I just happened to come across them, and they did the voice acting. They volunteered it. They're very talented, but they volunteered to do it for free. I still think I should draw them something to pay them back, but I'm hoping to do some more with them. There's also a guy named Dino Dubs, maybe. He's been asking if I wanted to do a collab with him, so I might. I mean, I have a comic coming out with 2 male characters and a female character, essentially, so I might use them too. Okay, so now that I'm looking at this, I can see this eye that I copied over is a little off, so we'll move it down. See, her face should be more like that. But I think it's she's a little bit crammed in there. I might change this up, but for now I'm just going to start. I'm going to go ahead and delete that reference layer. I'm going to start doing the pin stuff now. So this is my very sketched out first, this is the first 2 pages, I guess. I wanted to fit 2 pages in for the live stream. And I hope that's, let me take a look here. I hope that's visible. I know it's always kind of blurry and stuff in the live stream. I think you can see it. In my first test video, it was pretty light, so you don't even know what proto is. Yeah, I don't know either. Maybe short for, it could be short for so many things. Probably not protozoa. I don't know. Okay, so this is her coloring. We'll get to that later, but for now let's start. I don't have any path, well I have a work path where I divided it down. So I'm going to start the pin tool segment, I guess. I'll try to remember this. Where was I in the live stream? Oh, it doesn't give me the hours. Streaming for 21 minutes. Okay, I'll try to remember 21 minutes if I put like a timestamp later for people who are coming just for the pin tool. So as I put the pin tool in, I have my paths over here and it says work path. I want to save that, so I double click it. You won't be able to see the little save menu. Just save it as path 1. If you go through all this and you lay your paths out and then and then you forget to save it, it's very sad when you accidentally put another path in. Hello, Easy Cooking and Tips. It's easy when you put another path in to lose that. So we don't want that. So I'm going to lighten this now so I can see the pen tool. I'll go back and check on the live stream in a second, see if you can still see it. How are you doing today, Easy Cooking and Tips? If you guys out there don't know, if you like to look at new fun recipes, they make a lot of nice, fun, easy to make meals, as their name would imply, so you should check them out. Yeah, I guess let me see if I can grab this one. For some reason I can't grab the little box that I want. Let me see, check on this. Yeah, I think you could still see it, especially blown up like that. So I'm going to, yeah, I'm just going to lay these paths out. To click off of it and make another path, you hold the command key. And to add a new anchor point, you just don't hold anything, but then you hold the command key to drag. I kind of went through this in my last video. I should have linked my last video. I guess that doesn't matter. Hello, Muffatoons. We missed you. Yeah, so I'm gonna get her hair. I might have to switch back and forth every once in a while to check on this one. But in general, it just seems like I gave her some bangs and then like a little tied back hair look. So shouldn't be too hard. Usually I have the reference like right next to me on my screen. Or, you know, like over, but I have to put my OBS and I have to put my chat to make sure that I can see it. So I'm working with a little bit of less space. I looked into, I have an old, I think they're called iMac G5s. They're like the white square box ones. And I looked into seeing if I could turn it into a second monitor. But I think you need like a DVI cord or something like that. So I didn't have it. So it's too bad they didn't make that easier. They should. I think also the problem was that the video cable that you need to set it up with your current computer doesn't work with mine. So I just basically would have to spend a bunch of money to get that to work. And you could probably find a second monitor on Amazon, just a cheap one for like maybe a couple $100. So by the time you spend all that money, this is just all YouTube is just for fun for me, so I can't really justify spending that money. So for now, I'll just hopefully I won't bore people by explaining all that. Doing line art just because you didn't have it on. Oh wow. Just because I didn't have what on, I've lost track of the conversation. Sorry. I always forget what I said. I ramble. It's some of it is the nature of live streaming. There's no one else here, so I have to kind of ramble. And then after live streaming, sometimes I'll like have lost my voice. I'm a little bit surprised because usually I only go for like 2 hours. But by the end, sometimes I've lost my voice, and then I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? Miss Croaky Boy's here. I go from smexy, what was it, smexy voice to croaky voice. That's okay. The good thing is it just goes away. I have my tea, my hot tea, that'll help. Life is extra hard. But that's life. Just have to keep going with it. I think sometimes, I don't know. I don't have any words of wisdom. I always think the mantra from Finding Nemo where Dory's like, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. And like the older I get, I'm like, the more I'm like, yeah, that's deep. It's a good life mantra. You just keep going, just keep going. It's good. That's my life mantra. Just keep swimming. I stole it from a kids movie. That's how you have to do though, because they have the best messages. Dying is easy, young gal living is harder. Exactly. Yep, I totally agree. Words of wisdom. Okay, so I'm gonna double check that you can see. I think it's visible. If anyone ever has problems seeing what's on the screen, if the lines are too light or dark or whatever, you can let me know. I'm using the ellipse tool now to cheat to make a circle so I don't have to. Did I? Yeah, I did. So I want to make this a little bit like this. So she has like a double, you know, like a border on the brooch. And then I'll turn this in here. And I'll turn this, oops, don't want to connect that. I'll turn it in here. That's pretty good. What is your favorite memory from life? That's a weird question. I was gonna just ask, I don't know. Maybe I should ask, what is your favorite kids movie quote? Does anyone have one out there? Mine has been stated is let's keep swimming, or just keep swimming. I can't even get it right when I say it. That's okay. So I'm gonna give her, I'm gonna edit her face a little bit. This one I'm gonna follow the lines pretty good, but when I get down to some of these, I'll probably be changing them up more. So right now, let's get this one pretty much locked in. I'm gonna do a little edit by adding a little detail to the ear. I go back and forth on how much I want to detail ears. So, yeah, let's give that little kind of thing. To be honest, she looks like Doctor Strange. Does she? Maybe she's Doctor Strange's daughter. I hope not. I mean, I guess it could. I don't hope not. She could be Doctor Strange's daughter. Take a little drink there. I think it's the cape. What is his cape called? I don't know. She stole his cape idea. I wanted it to be kind of Halloween-y, so I gave her a cape. So, you know, hashtag no regrets. Everybody likes capes, right? Just me? Make a fanfic. Should we write a fanfic right now? I'm terrible at writing. So maybe not. Yeah. One day Doctor Strange's daughter died and became a ghost. Oh, did I mention she's a ghost? I don't think I mentioned. This is like a ghost house. But, you know, since she's Doctor Strange's daughter, maybe she's actually just like a magical entity that mimics that of a ghost. There we go. That's the beginning of a story. One day she wakes up here and she's sad because she thinks she's dead. That seems... And then Doctor Strange has to come and save her with his magic time stone. and his cape. They have like cape off moments where they both flare their capes out. That would be good, I think. I wish I had a magic cape off moment in my life. I feel like that's like one of those bucket list things. Like one day I just gotta have a magic cape off moment. I'll get this up here a little bit and round this out a little more. Probably shrink this up so you don't see it as much. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think that's good. I'll give her a little bridge nose thing, even though these are picture. Doramu. So bad. I want a magic cape as a pet. Or I want a cape as a pet, but a magic one. Yeah, I would settle for a magic carpet. Or anything magic that could fly around, really. Wouldn't that be fun? Just anything. Oops. Yeah. Let's see, if you could have any magic item of clothing. I mean, capes are so fashionable. They're really hard to beat in that regard. Maybe, I don't know, a hat seems so, like, cliche magician. Huh. Maybe like a magic, you know, if you think magic hat, I automatically think magic top hat, and then I think of Frosty the Snowman. Is that weird? It's probably weird. It's okay. What elder? There's been other magic hats. Well, there's the sorting hat from Harry Potter. I guess that's a magic hat. Not something you'd want to wear around. Although that would have been hilarious if, like, one day, I don't know, Ron had to wear the magic sorting hat, and it was just like yelling at him the whole time, and he was like, "Harry, mate, this isn't working." I don't know. It would have been funny. I guess Harry did wear it at one point during the second book, and it was like, "I was gonna put you in Slytherin," and Harry was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Just 'cause I guess." I don't know. And then a sword popped out or something. I need to reread those books. I do not remember. I used to really like those books when I was little. I've kind of gone away from them now, which is sad. I tried to read Frosty. I tried to read another one of J.K. Rowling's books. I think it was called The Casual Vacancy, and she was pushing really hard to make it like very adult. I think that's good. I just need to do her eyes. Like, I think she was trying to push to get away from the kiddie stuff. So that book was really kind of awful for the sake of being awful, like as in what happens event-wise. I was not a fan of that book. I don't think anyone else was either. I don't know, maybe there's fans. I don't mean to begrudge anyone's taste in literature. I just thought it was too edgy. Like, I don't want to give away any spoilers, but there was like something awful that happened in a church, so it's probably not good to talk about on YouTube anyways. And I thought, you know, it's just happening for the shock value. There's no real like point. It doesn't affect the plot. This has turned into a random book review. Okay, I'm done talking about books now. Okay, so she has her hair thinner on this side and bigger on her left side. So when I drew this, I think I kind of forgot that. So I'm going to have it come more from the center here. I'll do a little edit on this. It's good 2 years. I meant 10. The book series has 10. I don't remember. Oh, I missed read Warriors by the Urans. I don't think I've ever heard of that. I'll have to check it out. Is it like a magic kind of fiction book, or I think someone was recommending me a book recently. I wrote it down, but I don't have it with me. I like fantasy, and I like sci-fi books. And I guess I like supernatural books too. I read a lot of news, so you'd think I would like history books or historical books or whatever, but not always. I don't know what it is. There was one book I read. I don't think I like that hair. I think we'll just have it kind of, you know, go in that way. There was one book I read in high school called, it might have just been like Cleopatra or something. I liked that book. It's been a really long time since I read it, so maybe I wouldn't like it again if I read it again. It's about cats that fight for everything, and that's it, but it's good. So it's fantasy. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like Watership Down, I guess, where it's like from an animal's point of view. Watership Down is a great book. I love Watership Down. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we'll see you in a sec. Yeah, Watership Down is one of those books. I read it way long ago, I think. And then I listened to it on an audiobook. And I forgot how fun it is. I mean, it's a terribly scary book. I guess I'm the only one who thinks so. But there's some moments in there where you're like, yee. Hello, Cheryl. Or Shy. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. Shirley. There we go. I can read. I hope it's Shirley. Oh, I'm terrible at reading. Yeah. I hope you're having a good day. I hope everyone's having a wonderful weekend so far. It's kind of the last of the nice weather where I live, so I might have to go out and enjoy it. I think I said that like last week too, but it has been a little bit warmer for a while. Is it Zarel? Oh, is that how you say it? I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that. Yeah, hopefully I'll get some nice weather. My nose is so itchy. Give me a sec. I gotta rub it. Isn't that weird? My nose always gets itchy when I eat like greasy foods. Is that something that ever happens to anyone? I always wonder, like, I should like look on Google. It's probably just not like an allergic reaction, but like an irritant, but who knows? Who knows? Get her ear detail in there like that. Put one like here. I don't think I want that to go quite far down. There we go, and we'll just connect these up like this. Okay, so I'm happy with her hair. Welcome back. I'm happy with the way her hair looks now, a little bit better. I didn't like how it stuck out here. But I think I'm going to be changing this face shape. Let's blow this up even more. I'll work on it a little bit here. I'll take my time, enjoy my tea, enjoy the company. Get that. I think the bridge, I want it to come in a little bit more. But that might mean moving the nose. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Move the nose in a little more here. We'll have the lip come out like that. I think that's good. I forgot to mention, usually my house is empty, but there's people in it today. My place is empty, but there's people in it today, so I hear them making a lot of noise. Hopefully it won't come across on the on the microphone, but that's just the way live streaming. Hello, Butter, Inferno. Oh, Bunter, I can read. How are you today? I ask that everyone that comes on gets asked, how are you today? Hopefully well. Hopefully everyone's having a fun day. I think most people have started school by now, right? I used to start back in August. So some people might be enjoying their first couple weeks of school. Having it off is nice, I'm sure. I liked school somewhat. I liked having I liked hanging out with my friends and stuff. I actually want this to go in a little bit more. I liked hanging out with friends and stuff, and it wasn't like I hated learning or anything. I wasn't like a fan, but I never like struggled to get the topics. But I don't know. I certainly liked not having to go to school. I'll put it that way. Yeah, so let's move her chin in. Let's see what that looks like now. I think that's a little better shape, especially since we kind of drew, I know this one's a little messed up, but this one that we drew it really far out. I guess you can't see. This one we drew really far out, so she's got kind of a mousy look, and I kind of liked that idea. You're all right, just lonely? Yeah, we're all so lonely. It's the YouTube clan. We gotta find company with each other. Hopefully you'll find some friends and enjoyment. I don't know what to say. I run out. I'm like always trying to say something like it probably comes across as preachy or condescending or something. I'm always worried that I'm just trying to think of something nice to say. So if I say anything weird and you guys are like, "What are you talking about?" Just remember, I don't mean any offense. I'm just trying to say something nice, even if I don't don't know how to say it. Yeah, so there we go. I think that's okay for the eye. We have this one over here that's in a little eyelash. Yeah. In my English class, our teacher, every time we say something, she asks, what makes you say that? And so it stuck with us, and every time someone says something, we say, what makes you said that? With a smug face. Yeah, that's always fun when you can kind of turn it around on the teachers. Yeah. Yeah is another bad habit. I can't stop saying that. It's like these things get stuck in your head. Do they call it like a brain worm? Where you can't get them out of your head. You can't stop doing that. That's definitely me. Okay, so we'll have... Did we give her puffy sleeves? No, she has a cape. That's right. I remember now. The other girl had puffy sleeves. So we'll give her a very rounded shoulder because it'll all be covered by the cape. How far does the cape go down? I think it'll actually go a little bit up here. We've cut it out in the sketch, but we want to add it in here. So something like that, maybe. Say. Oh, did I say said? Oh, what makes you say that? Oh, I see. I see. I see. I always have typos. Okay. I don't know if I've done the cape right from this angle. Let me think about this for a second. I think it's okay. I think it's getting crushed here by her hair. That's what I was doing. So we'll do this like it's getting crushed by her hair. Like that. And then this color back here, once it's colored, it'll help establish that that's hair. And maybe we'll even... No, I don't want to put a hair strand down there. I think it'll look weird. I was watching if I don't remember, was it I don't remember who hosted it, but there was like a video talking about a guy named something Bursky. He's like an old Russian spy, and he was talking about being a spy here in America, and that was kind of funny. I'm sure there's still plenty of Russian spies, just as I'm sure there's American spies everywhere, and but I guess he's kind of one of the few that have like gotten caught or just, I don't know, defected is the word, I guess, and was well known about it. He like made friends with his FBI investigator, and that probably helped. I guess I don't want these here because we'll have the cape going over her shoulder. So it'll just come down here a little bit, and then I want to bring that cape out so we can see it over here. Oops. Like that. Yeah, I think that's good. Mother, what language do you speak? Bursky needs to team up with Natasha. Who's Bursky? Should we do a Russian accent? I can't do a Russian accent. He's like stereotypical accent for movies. He's not like accurate though. Anyone speaking Russian is probably like, oh no, what is she doing? I don't mean any offense. I'm just trying to have fun. I think the Russian is good one. They always speak kind of like lower and more in like the back of their mouth. It sounds really, really cool to me. I like a lot of accents. But there was a guy, I probably already talked about this, but he broke down accents. I think his might have been like a Wired thing. He broke down like movie accents, and he knew a lot. He knew like all the technical terms for mouth muscles and stuff, and he was really good at, he could just like whip out any accent. I wish I remembered the title of that one. It's been a while since I watched that. Russian accent on point. Do you like Latinos accents? You know, I took Spanish for 7 years and I never learned how to do the accent. I think it's a really cool accent. I just don't know how to like mimic it. The like, no, I can't, like, I can think of like the cadence, but I can't mimic it. It'd be a fun one to do. Where I live, there's, I think 50% of the population is Hispanic. So I just need to go make some Hispanic friends and listen to them talk, I think. I just don't have any friends. Latino accent is best. Is it? I wish I could do it. German accent is the best. No, you don't think so, Bunter? Can I do a German accent? Let me think. They're kind of choppy. Das ist German, yes. Nein, it's not good. That is the best. I don't know. Goes kind of French, I guess. Germans are fun to listen to, I think. Das ist why is great. And you're German. Oh, I'm probably butchering your accent. I'm sorry. I really don't mean any offense. I'm just trying to have fun. You guys can all make fun of American accents. We use too many R's. Like when we talk, we say burger. And stuff. Americans do have kind of funny accents. There's a lot of different American accents too. Is this one done? Oh, I never do her eyes. Let's get that in like that. I think she's about done here. Let's zoom out and take a look. Yeah, that looks good. And I like it better than the original face shape. I think I might need to bring her chin in just a little touch. Try to say, oh my gosh, what word is that? Streikenholzenschaften. I can't. Is that like a really long word? I mean, obviously it's a long word. I wonder what that means. I said that like this. Streisenliefa? That's so fun. Yeah, I knew a German, what are they called? Exchange students back in high school. She had a real fun accent. That's kind of where I tried to pick it up from listening to her. But I think the German accent's fun. It's very like choppy, like a lot of accents will have kind of this smooth way of speaking, and I think that some typical, or at least the Hollywood typical accent is like choppy and dot dot, you know. I don't know. I don't know what I am thinking of. I didn't say it like that. Oh. It's the word matchbox, but in a cuter way. Oh, that's cute, I guess. It looks like a really long... I like the A with the 2 dots over it. I have no idea what that accent is, the accented letter is. But that's so intimidating. It does look like a very scary, intimidating word. Hello. Oh, I wrote down because you said it in your last video. Okay, I think you pronounce your name... I wrote Leonada. Leonada? Is that how you say it? I'm gonna get it one of these days. Yeah, we're talking about accents. I'm doing my best to try to mimic some of them, but I'm very terrible. Wasn't there a word in Germany that was really long compared to other? I think it was butterfly. What's the word in German for butterfly? I should look it up. I think that was supposed to be kind of a funny, not funny, but just like untypically long word. We perfect. Okay, yay. I have it written down. I wrote the actual word Lee and then na and then ta. So I wouldn't forget. Because I want to do it justice. Okay, so I guess I'll do her next. I'll zoom in here. She's very messy, so this might be a lot of editing. We'll start with her hair. Butterfly equals Schmetterling. I'm butchering this. Oh, you both knew. I'm so butchering all these. I can't even speak English. Yeah, unfortunately, most accents that I hear are like the butchered Hollywood ones. So, like, for instance, the French one that I always think of is Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast, but I know that's not that's not like a true French accent. There was another movie I watched called Thumbelina back in my day, and the bird had a French accent. I think he was actually voiced by a French guy. So maybe I should go back and look and listen to him. Pictures are 3, so excited. Yeah, I have some comic book I'm working on. I've been working with the pen tool. I had a video where I kind of went through the pen tool because I'd been asked probably by 4 people if I could tell them like quickly how to learn the pen tool. And then I think Muffatoons asked me once during a live stream in addition. So I thought maybe I'd make a video. These are kind of technical things. I hope these aren't too boring. I haven't really been explaining it for this, but there are 4. What be a pen tool? Maybe it wasn't you that asked about it. Yeah, the pen tool is what I'm using in Photoshop. You can't, the way this OBS captures, you can't actually see it. Let me take a look here. Oops, I have the wrong thing open. I almost hit Command Q. I don't want that. Let me see here. What shows? Yeah, the pen tool. It doesn't, for some reason, doesn't show the tools that I'm using. But it's the little grayed out thing, and it lays these paths that that I can then stroke. They're basically, you know what a vector is? It's like a manipulatable line instead of pixels. You can resize it all you want without worried about it losing its like getting blurry or anything. But Nani, it's just boring. More length live stream. So je veux more. Nani is Japanese, and je vous sounds French. Maybe I don't know. My sister speaks French. I'm sure I've said that before. Parlez-vous français? Mais oui. I'm trying to think if I know any French. I think that's about it. And then I can start listing foods. I should learn French. It's such a beautiful language. But, let me see here. Let's get her like that. I don't know. Okay, let's see what's wrong here. So what's happened is I've put the eye like way down here where the bridge, it should be right where the bend of the nose is. So it's going to go up here where her hair is. So I might actually shrink up her hair a bit so we can see her eye. So we'll move that up. Little details that you have to edit when you see what you've done. Let's see. Madre con voi. Let's see. Mother with smexy voice knows this idiom or idioma. Idiom maybe? I was speaking French with Japanese on the other sentence. And now Spanish. Oh, what? It's not boring. I like this live stream, so I want more. Oh, I see. That's the translation. I think it's nice. I know I've mentioned this to death. Everyone's sick of me saying. I'm trying to learn OBS so that I can have people come on and talk and stuff too, because I think it would be nice. I really think it would be fun to have, if not guest artists, other like guests on. Okay, let me take a look here. I think her nose is a bit on the big side, and this originally does need to come out a little more. I had it in, but I think I'm going to move it out. So to fix her nose, I'm just going to select all the anchor points that I don't like and shrink it in. Not that I don't like these anchor points, but I just mean the anchor points that are affected by the edit. So now her nose is in, and we just need to curve it in a little bit more like this and bring this bridge back. I think that looks a little bit more normal. Her face is a little bit off. I don't want it to be exactly like the other girls, so I probably will give her a little bit bigger of a nose, but I think that looks a little more right. I love learning new languages. Oops, I'm gonna just shift in my chair. I almost fell out. I love learning new languages, that way I can meet even more people. Yeah, languages are fun. It's always fun to learn even just like greetings in them and stuff. Well, I guess I know, that was another word in French I knew. Bonjour. Merci. Did I already say comment allez-vous? I don't remember what that means though. How do you something? I don't know. A lot of people will write comments in another language in my YouTube videos, and I always read the comments, but I have to go and Google translate them because I wouldn't know what they said. I don't mind. I used to get someone who wrote all their comments in Russian and stuff. And I don't know, hopefully Google Translate gave them a good, I guess, translation. Use Duolingo, it's a great app. Oh, I hate learning new languages because I suck at the grammar. Grammar is very difficult, especially because having English be my first language and the grammar is just so all over the place. It's very differently structured, I think, in most languages. Yes, absolutely, you are great. Is that great at speaking French? Or I'm just happy that I don't have to take Latin classes anymore next year. Oh, did you have to take Latin? That would definitely be hard. I don't know any Latin. I think my mom knows some. She grew up Catholic, so she probably knows a little bit from that. I don't know. I'll have to ask her sometime. Well, I don't know. When did they stop doing masses in Latin? Because I don't think they do mass in Latin anymore. Maybe they do. I don't know enough about this. I'm looking like a fool. Yeah, I think this is all a little bit off. Yeah, I think it is. I think what needs to happen here is this all needs to go. I'm gonna drastically do an edit. The fun thing about the pen tool is you can kind of edit these. I think that's better. That goes forward a little bit like that. Her nose is still kind of looks off. I think it just needs to come in a little bit more. Let's take a look at it now. That's a little better. Latin is dead. Latin here, oh, it's a dead language. I took Latin in high school, but I didn't learn it. Hello, Phyllis. I took a lot of stuff in high school. I didn't learn either. I think that's normal for all of us. So learning Latin is useless except if we want to show off. I wonder, does Google Translate have a Latin translation? Probably. I doubt it would be an easy language to learn. Did the Romans speak Latin or did they speak Roman? Is it like a separate language? These are the questions, aren't they? Yeah, let me think here. I don't know what I'm thinking about. That's okay. I'm gonna move this in now a little bit like that to fit that original shape, and then move this down. I know Latin, everyone says Latin is a dead language because I don't think there's any civilization that speaks it as their first language, unless I'm wrong. I wonder what other languages there are out there that are dead languages but still people know it. I know that some people, what's the Star Trek, I can't think of the name of them, Klingon. I know there's some people that like teach Klingon in like schools and stuff, and they learn Klingon, and obviously I don't know if that would be considered a dead language since it was never technically like a language that countries used. Let's see. Nope, I tried to translate, but I needed to go to another page. Huh. Alright, sorry. Which had Pig Latin, whatever that is. I think Pig Latin is that, like you put the last word in front of the first word. So like, I don't know how to say which, but daha piggy. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I think it's like get god, you know, that kind of thing, but maybe I'm wrong. Latin is somewhat useful when you're in the medical field. Oh yeah, I bet so, because they have, isn't the symbol for what is that? The like medical symbol thing, but I can't think of what it's called. Like Saint something something, and it has like the twining snakes. Isn't that like a Latin thing? Maybe. And then like they have the Hippocratic Oath based off of Hippocrates, but he wasn't actually. Was he Roman? I don't know. The only thing I could say in Latin is something like "you're ugly." I'll try it on bullies and make them confused for the rest of their lives. Tu fodeus asinus, you ugly donkey. We all know how to say the best Latin thing now. We don't need to learn any more Latin. That's the best. Yeah. Calling someone a donkey. It's a classic insult. You would only do it with your friends. You don't want to do it to someone you don't really know. Let me see here. I think this shape is looking better. Let's move on to her clothes. Get these. Her body shape is a little off, so I might kind of just put it in and then fix it later. But I'll see. I always say I might do this and I might do that. I'm a terrible committer on all things. Okay, pig Latin must be hard then. We know Latin now. There are about over 100 words for the word murder, death, killing. Well, it was a different time back then. I was watching this thing about Julius Caesar, and those were not good times for people. He wasn't a very kind person. But I guess we all know his end, so hard times back then. I think in, what is it, the Eskimos have like 32 words for snow, supposedly, or maybe that's just one of those internet myths that isn't exactly true. There's a lot of words in the English language for, I was gonna say butts. That's the first thing that comes to mind. I don't know why. Found a song for you for the pause when it's time to rest. It's called Rest 312 Otis McDonald, and we will hear it so you can rest when the time comes. I'm thinking about how much you are hurting. Hurting, maybe? Yeah, I should get some more. I have just the same song for the last 3 weeks. People are probably sick of this random song mix. Yeah, I'll have to check out that song. Put it on sometime. Sorry, taking a quick drink. Yeah, I don't usually hurt during the live streams. My face kind of hurts because for some reason I like put this like creepy Joker smile on when I talk. I think it's a habit from back in school when they said you should always smile when you're talking so you don't sound grumpy. So I do that naturally, but then afterwards my cheeks hurt more than anything. Although my voice does kind of hurt towards the end. Especially, well, today where I live, it's very windy, so I think that kind of messes with, like, you know, your voice sounds dry and stuff. Let's give her some buttons. We didn't do that. Give her these 3 buttons, I think. That'll look good. Her collar might be going out a little too far. Let's bring that in. Oops. I'm terrible at this. Hurting. Yes, okay. I was on Corison's live stream the other day, and I mistyped something like 4 times, and then finally she was like, "You mean this, right?" It's easy to do. Okay, I think that's a little better snugged in like that. I think we'll just move her. I mean, I give her some bins there, but let me see here. Yeah, I think I need to get her back in like this. I'm gonna move it out a bit. Let me see her back. And then her waist will just pinch in like that. I think I'm just gonna pinch it in. I'm not gonna have the wrinkles. Let me see what it'll look like with a wrinkle. I guess a wrinkle's okay. Let's erase this then. Put a wrinkle in there. It's all about trial and error. Yeah, actually I want this under this wrinkle. So it's like this is bending in and that's coming out from underneath the wrinkle. I think that looks good. Okay, so now let's zoom out here and see what that, I think that looks good, like she's saying hi. I moved this eye up at one point and then I've kind of messed with it and I think it needs to go here. It needs to go like right at the bend of the bridge of the nose. And can I fit an eyebrow in here? I'm just going to put one in over her hair for now. So she's not poor eyebrowless girl. And I might kind of adjust that later. I think that looks okay. It kind of goes with her shape up here. So I'm going to skip doing the this one for right now. I'm going to do her because I might think about a character change here. Who is worse, Caligula or Hitler? I would say Nero and his family. His mom killed his uncle. Oh, this message is held for review. I can only see part of it. There's certainly been plenty of historical figures. Didn't exactly make the best impression on humanity. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this thing here because I think actually that makes her hair like look really frazzled, which is okay, but I think for just kind of establishing her, she won't look frazzled yet. Maybe it would go okay because she's just learning. She's a ghost in theory. I should put the text bubbles up. That's one thing I think a lot of people do is they make room for the text ahead of time. And I don't do that, and then later on I'm suffering. I'm like, I don't know where to put this. It doesn't fit. Wrinkle time. When his mom swam to shore. Nero heard about it and sent soldiers to kill her. It doesn't sound like a very nice guy. But, I'm trying to think of where he's from. I don't remember. We're getting so political all of a sudden. That's okay. Yeah, so, he was just 16. Yeah, I think back then, I think life was a little bit tougher under some of those rulers. I'm sure every country's has had their problems with the royalty back then. Certainly it didn't end up well for a lot of them. But, yeah, so I think, let's see, is her hair, I think it looks okay like that. I do want this to come over a little bit because I think originally I was going to have it parted more from that side, so I'll just move it over like that. I'll do a little cheat move. I'm going to erase some of these anchor points so I can move this a little easier. Like that. And then it can go into that one. I think that looks good. Do you remember where I lived? The quiz has started. Yes. No. Oh, I remember, but I can't think of it. It was somewhere near the equator. I'm terrible. I'll write it down next time. I remember that you said breakfast means dinner there. Was that you? I think it was you. Oh yeah, the Dominican Republic. Or no, Dominican? Is it Dominican Republic? Is that what it's called? I am so bad at geography. Terrible. What's wrong with me? Have no skills. My teachers would be ashamed. I think it's called the Dominican Republic. I get confused with Dominican Republic and the Congo Republic. Is it the Congo Republic? No, I doubt even that. Oh. That's okay. Taking a quick sip of my tea. Okay, so let's go ahead and get her. This space is very crowded in here, so it shouldn't take too long. Just going through these. Wanted to give her that like smile at the corner of her mouth here. Some of it comic art for me, always kind of, I guess is, I don't know what to say, like, it suffers a little bit. It doesn't get kind of the full treatment of like, if I was doing a piece, I might go back and edit until it all looked right, but I guess I settle for less than the best sometimes, because it's all kind of a balance when you're making a comic about, like, you know, how much you put into it. I'm trying to think, there's like a term, return on investment, I guess. So if you put, you know, 2 hours into each panel, if I was maybe doing it like on a professional level, I might be more worried about that stuff, but since it's just for fun, I think I do cut corners a little bit. I don't always have the best. I just want to have a nice comic draw. So that's okay. What is your tea? Oh, it's I think it's Constant Comment. So it's like an orange Bigelow maybe is the brand. Take another sip. Yeah, it's good. I like it. I like flavored teas, I guess. And I think I have a vanilla kind and another chai kind in that same brand. All very good. They're like breakfast kind of teas. But I should get more into like green teas, because with breakfast teas I fall into the trap of adding milk and sugar. I need to cut back on all that. It's bad for you, isn't it? Oh, but it's kind of fun. It's like a breakfast tea. Breakfast tea for breakfast, I guess. Sometimes I will just have tea and not have any other kind of breakfast. Kind of depending on how my day's gonna be. But so I guess I would have breakfast for tea, or tea for breakfast. Okay, let me see here. This eye's a little bit droopy on this side. Let's just kind of bundle them all up and move them up and over. There she goes. I might have to work on that mouth. I'll leave it for now. Let me see here. Yeah, I think that's going pretty good. Let me see. Have I animated before? I've done like little short animations, very like not like anything where you have to do like major keyframe changes or anything, just little things. So I guess technically yes, but not really. Nothing like true animation. Just like little silly GIF loops. Not counting your old intro. I prefer doing things for fun, but when I'm big I'll have to work. But at least I'll do what I love. Breakfast tea sounds delicious. Yeah, you gotta have fun with what you're doing. You gotta have, like, YouTube's kind of a stress relief too. You gotta have that going for you. Some kind of fun thing. Although lately I haven't been keeping up with it as well. I get like really behind, and then I see that I have like 2 days worth of videos and I watch over 400 people, because I always feel bad when someone watches me and I don't watch them back. So if anyone's commenting on my videos, I usually go and comment on them, and then I get really behind and I feel kind of overwhelmed. But I think I need to just learn to balance. There's certain people like Leonetta, and there's guy Zeus, I don't know how to say his name, and Muffa and all of them that I go and I watch their videos first when I'm catching up. And then everyone else kind of gets, like, you know, if you watch my videos and comment on them, I'll always try to make sure to go and comment on yours as soon as I can. But some people I get really behind in and then I feel bad. But some people, like, all they do is they post, like, cool video, and I think, yeah, I have my suspicions that they might not watch it. They might just be commenting and leaving. So I go and I watch some of their videos and stuff and comment, but I think some of that I need to just, like, start prioritizing more like the people who actually seem like, you know, nice and leave a nice comment. Intro is amazing, girl is so realistic. Oh, thank you. I used to do like a little piano intro to mine, and then I've stopped. I don't know why I got away from intros. I think it was like too hard to edit them in with my old editing program. I have like the little blow a kiss animation for Consider Scribing. I actually have another animation that I did in tandem with that. And all I need to do is go on and export it as an MP4 or whatever it is and put that in. But I haven't done that, so I just keep using that other one. I have so many things that I need to do. I should just make a list. I used to be a lister. I've gotten away from it. It's hard to remember all these things, and then you remember them like after the fact and you're like, well, yeah, I should have done that. Oops, I got some onto this layer now. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's get her little bow in. I'm going to zoom in for that. Yeah, I have, you know, I have problems sometimes getting the notifications too. Like I go and I click the bell and stuff and I still don't get the notifications, or sometimes I'll get it like 2 or 3 days later. Does that happen for anyone? It's really actually kind of bizarre. Some people were talking about how YouTube might be doing that on purpose to like unmonetize channels. But I just think it's a little frustrating where I go and I comment on someone's video and then I'll go to like their page and see that they had another video 3 days ago and I was like, why didn't I get the notification for this? It's very weird. But it might just be my fault too. I'm always so quick to blame YouTube, but it's probably something I'm doing wrong. It's usually a user error. Hello, Yuli Toys. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good weekend. Art Garden logo is your oldest video. Yeah, I think it is. It's a kind of messed it up. It's always funny when you go back and you look at your old art and you're like, I was so proud of that. Oh no. Because you always see all the things wrong that you've since learned to do better and stuff. I think hopefully I've been improving. I should do another one of these days. Let me see. Oops. Like that. I think that looks good. Maybe her bow would go over this area here, actually. I think it would look cuter. So let's delete this hair line here and delete the, what's it called? Headband. That's the word I'm looking for. I didn't mean to join the paths there. Yeah. I just realized this video is probably full of a lot of clicking noise. Hopefully that's not bugging people. Maybe it's like an ASMR video now. Okay, let me see here. Let's have like another one that comes down here like this. Kind of give her hair a little bit more interest on this side. I think that's good. Let's see. I have the bell and then I see other 500 videos I've missed. Wait, you've done Elsa before? Should have reposted. I've done Elsa in a drawn style and I've done Elsa in a painted style. She's definitely a popular one. A popular character. I don't know if those videos are popular. I don't usually look at my statistics. I think my most popular one is the hair painting tutorial one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I did that one like way back in like 2015. YouTube back then, I think I've read that they don't put your videos in suggestions if you're no, they don't do it anymore unless you're monetized or pay for advertising. I haven't like verified that, but back then they would just suggest you out, so that's probably why that one got so many so much attention. But I didn't really post a lot back then. So, oh hello Diana, are you having a wonderful day? Hopefully. Miss ASMR, I like that. I keep doing that. Let's see. I think that's good. I don't want to blow it up that much. Put this nose bridge here. I don't know if I'll put the bridge of the nose, the top one. I think I might just do it like that. Oh, I keep hiding the wrong one. That's probably good. Okay, and I'm gonna move this out actually. I'm gonna move it like that. So it's a little bit more, I keep hiding the wrong layer. That's okay. I'm gonna move this out a little bit too to give her face a little more shape. Why do I keep doing that? I keep hiding the wrong layer. Okay. ASMR iPad version. Yeah, I don't have a stylus. I should do that. Just rake my nails over it. I don't think my iPad would like that. You feel dead? Oh no. You should feel not dead. Are you having a good day, Diana? I probably already asked that. I asked that everyone that goes in. Why do I keep blowing this up? I guess I'll just leave it blown up. I keep doing these things. They're mindless behavioral things. Like that. Let me think here. I don't want her eyelashes to go all the way out, so I think I'll bring this in like this. This is a little junky. Is junky a word? I don't know. I think I'm gonna I'm gonna start over on it. I'm gonna bring the eyelashes over a little more. This one's kind of like weird in the middle. I think at least. So I'll move it over. So bring this up. Have a thing like that. Because I feel lonely and I'm bored and don't know what to do. Oh, you should do some. What do you have any hobbies? Do you like I don't know, painting or science or writing or any of that? You could learn like crocheting or knitting. I just played a Trigger compilation and my doggos were sleeping. Noise. They woke up and ran away. I'm lonely now. Scar your doggo like I did to mine. Oh, scare your doggo. Oh. Poor doggos. My doggo, I already said it, but he was refusing to go poo-poo this morning. I was like, come on, I know you need to. Silly dogs. I didn't want him coming and like whining when I was in the middle of the live stream. Be like, I want to go out now. He's usually pretty good. He doesn't go to the door and want to go out unless he actually needs to go to the bathroom. But he, you know, like all dogs, he has kind of learned to play the system a bit. Sometimes he's like, I'm bored, let's go out. I'm going to pretend like I really need to go to the bathroom. And he's like the only dog I know that doesn't just go out and mark the territory. He like, sometimes he's just like, nah, I don't want to do anything. Silly doggos. I like to dance. Scare them for life, but my partner isn't here right now. Oh, can you do any dancing on your own? That sounds sad. I don't know. I like to dance. I like to dance around when I'm cooking. It's probably not safe. I'm not like hardcore dancing, just kind of like stepping around and stuff. Mostly because I listen to music while I'm cooking. I should specify that. It's not. I'm not like a dancer. Just kind of move around. You have found Despacito 5? Calypso? What kind of dogs do you have, Muffatoons? You have like little dogs or big dogs, or do they have a breed, or are they just mutts, or it's partner dancing, it doesn't work alone. Is it like waltzing or tango, or wish I knew more dances. Salsa? What other dances are there where you have partners? There's so many. I'm so uncultured. Miss Uncultured, that's what they should call me. There's line dancing. I don't think you need a partner for line dancing. You probably need a lot of people though. Other dancing are there? What's that? Swing dancing? I guess you definitely need a partner for that. Dancing dogs, 4. You have 2 small and 2 big. Do you have 4 dogs, Lynetta? I'm gonna get that habit down. Well, then Dance to Solo by Demi Lovato. Tango, salsa, wiener waltz, slow waltz, disco, fox, rumba, cha-cha-cha, rock and roll, and more. What's the foxtrot? I feel like that's a dance. Or is that not? Maybe it's a game. I think the foxtrot's a kind of dance. Maybe from like the 20s. Oh, no you don't. Oh, Muffa has 4. I see, I see. Wait. Take a quick drink there. Yeah, I'm always curious if people are dog people or cat people or both. I think I've said before, but I saved a cat out here once. I'm kind of surprised that the coyotes didn't get to it. I saved it. I saved it in a chicken cage. And it lived in there for a day until I got it to the shelter. I fed it scrambled eggs, and it was happy. It was probably really starving by the time I got to it. I think it would have been like trying to eat baby bunnies or something. But besides that, I don't have a cat. Just the little doggo and a million birds. When I saw the title, I thought she was going to sing in Spanish because solo equals to alone in Spanish. Oh, maybe, I think she does speak Spanish. Demi Lovato? Maybe I'm thinking of Selena Gomez. I think one of them spoke Spanish. I don't really know. This is blasphemy, isn't it? I don't really know their songs too well. I'm gonna move this down a bit. Give her a little bit more of a neck. She's not so scrunchy necked. I think I called her No Necks Nancy earlier. I should just call her Nancy. That should just be her name. Why not? The origins of names. No, I mean to Bunter. She doesn't have a partner. Oh, and Chive forgot that dance. It's the most exhausting. I've never... chived? Is that... I need to look up these dances. I don't know these dances. I mean, I never really learned to dance. I think I took tap dancing when I was little. I think I remember that. I should have done more tap dancing. What a fun, silly kind of dance. Dancing and creating music all at once. I guess the era of tap dancing is kind of gone and past though. more of like a, I don't know, 40s thing? 30s, 20s? I don't know when that... They used to have in movies, like everyone would do those kind of like dance and sing, like, you know, Singing in the Rain. And I wish I could think of the name. There was like a famous pair, and they joked about how he could do dancing, but then she had to do it backwards and in heels. I don't know what their names were now, though. Barbie, 8, almost 9, Chihuahua, Golden Fur, Cookie color pelt, 4 years old. Barbie is called that because at the time Barbies were blonde like her. Oh. Calypso is a kind of mixture between African and Caribbean dance. Kind of like Mario music. Oh. Is Mario the video game? Or am I dumb for asking that? That's the only Mario I know. That's just like, it's just, yep. That's okay. Let me see. I should check on this while I'm working here. I think next time I'm going to be doing a kind of a creepy painting, and they're not really my style typically. I keep clicking the wrong one. I think that's working okay. Her eyes might be too far apart, and I think her nose is a little big, but I think I was going for that. So let's go ahead and move her eyes in a little bit, maybe like that. And I guess I will, oops, I didn't mean to duplicate that path. Move this in a little bit like that, so she has a little bit more shapely nose. Yeah, the video game. It's me, a Mario. I sing the song, but I know that Nintendo is notorious for copyright strikes on anything with their music or anything. I think I have heard that people have even just like hummed the tune and then they got a copyright strike on their channel. I'm sure I'm not big enough to get noticed for a takedown though. Like I don't think Google's algorithm or YouTube's algorithm would actually pick up on that. I think someone has to find it and report it. I'm tired, but I don't want to go to sleep yet. What time is it there, Bunter? If you don't mind me asking, I'm just curious. Fluffy, oh, did you say you're in Germany? So I guess you would be, oh, I have no idea, 7 hours ahead? No, I don't know how far away you are. Fluffy, her mom is a Mariposa Chihuahua, which are fluffy, and her dad a normal one, so she has short fluffy hair, black and brown, 2 years. Oh, it's yeah, it's 1 p.m. where I am, and I guess 2100 where you guys are. Oh, that's pretty neat. So that's not too late. I think China's the one that's like 12 hours from America. About. I mean, America has 4 time zones. Does Hawaii have a different time? I think it's just poor Hawaii gets stuck in with California's time zone. I don't know. I don't even know that. I should know that. Yeah, as far as I know, we have 4 time zones in America, and I live in what's known as Mountain Time, the least known time zone. But over the west, we have like Western time is like California and Oregon. And then we have kind of the Midwest, as they call it. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Am I in Midwest? That might be what I'm known as. This is just sad. What is the other time zone called? There's Eastern time, and maybe Central time is what it is known as. That's like between where I live, Colorado, and the East Coast is Central time. Let's see. Are you from France? And Casey, the youngest, and the last of them all a Belgian Malinois Shepherd, not German. It comes from France, and she's 1 year old. Are those Belgian Malinois maybe Shepherds? Are they? Are those police dogs that kind of look like German Shepherds? I think I've heard of them. Let's see. I'm excited for the Venom movie. Yeah, I think the Venom movie is gonna be. I really like Tom Hardy. So I'm always excited to see him and stuff. I think he does a really good job. Even on the ones that everyone hated, like Bane, I think he does a good job. I don't know if everyone hated Bane. I liked Mad Max. I know those are probably kind of like, I don't know if older people movies. I don't know what Mad Max is. It rated R? It might be. It's a little bit. It's a little bit bad. I don't think I'd want to show it to a 7-year-old. It's been a while since I've seen it too, but I think I remember some scenes in there that I thought, ooh. Okay, let's see. So this is done. I think her head's a little too big for the rest of her body, so I might just quickly select it. I don't want that selected, and move it. Shrink it up just a bit. Let's take a look now with that. Yeah, I think that's a little better. Okay, so we have those all done. Now that I've done this face of hers, I think I'll go back and do the other one. Hello, Friday Yusak. Is it afternoon for you too? It's afternoon here for me. It's evening for some other people. Oh, I've skipped a lot. I've missed a lot. You're kind of on the border to France. Oh, that's cool. And then we have Vous devez dormir munter. I'm butchering all these. I know I am. So many times. Oh, hello, Deathlake. I don't even see these people come through. I get like my chat. I wish these were bigger because I don't know, they're just like these little things. Maybe there's a way to make them bigger. But I always miss people and then I feel really bad. Are you having a good day? Death Lake. You need to sleep. No, I don't. Eastern time, Central time, Mountain time, Western time. So it is Central. Okay, thank you, Mexicano. I felt so dumb being put on the spot trying to remember that. And then Owi is pronounced, Wa is pronounced as Wa. And yes, they're police dogs. Oh, that's cool. Wow, the chat became messy. Yep, it did. So many different talking. Love, grammar, scree. Things that will happen on October. The Venom movie, the new Halloween movie, and other that will happen in October. Yeah, the Halloween movie, I was interested to see that Jamie Lee Curtis is going to be in that. I think she'll give a good performance. My favorite movie with her is a movie called True Lies. It's got Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's kind of an old movie. I don't know if people are aware of it. But it's probably more of an adult movie too. I don't know the age range. I'm sure. Well, I know that like Death Lake and I almost did it again. Leonata are both adults. I'm assuming people are not, or at least in their teens. But I'm sure these, I don't know, old movies. Even people that are adults probably don't know them. I certainly don't know. I haven't heard of a lot of movies that people talk about. You're about to go to bed. Yeah, you live, if I'm not mistaken, in London, Death Lake, or about thereabouts. So I'm sure it's getting late there. That reminds me and my classmates went to a forest and we needed a battle cry or a call just in case we got lost. It was Scree. Oh, Michael said Jamie. Huh? Oh, Michael Myers? I need to do something like Halloween-y for my next live stream. I think I started to say it. Should post something creepy. Maybe I'll put like something on Twitter for my 8 followers there, or 10 followers, whatever. I really should get more engaged in Twitter because I always complain how I don't have anywhere where I can talk to people. And I think everyone talks on Twitter, but I just never really got into it. I did read recently that like a bunch of people on Facebook got hacked. So maybe Twitter's the safer bet to go to now. I don't know. Now watching Outlander Season 3. Oh, that's cool. Hopefully you're having a fun time watching that. And me and many of my friends were kind of lost, so we screed. We heard another scree coming to the right, so we kept doing that until we found the group. Well, as long as that works. I think that's always exciting. I watched a documentary once. I wasn't really crazy about it, but it was about like Mongolians that like would take eagles and train them to hunt and stuff for them. I can't remember. I think it was called the Eaglists or something. And they had like a funny call for the birds. They were like, "Hooka!" They would really, they'd belt it. I hope that didn't pop my mic, but yeah, they'd say like "hooka" really, really loud and high. And that was always kind of fun. It's kind of like a battle cry. I remember that. You don't have friends? Where are your friends, Bunter? I just have one in real life. We're all YouTube friends here, right? Everyone has a fun time at the YouTube friend channel. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna get, I think I said I was gonna go do that other one and I just realized I've been mindlessly doing her. That's okay. She's got like this fun, crazy, curly hair. I wanted to give her some kind of fun attribute. Yeah, something like that. I wanted these all to look different than the main character, so I gave her kind of more of a full face and a thicker body. And then the guy over here, he probably looks a little bit too feminine, so I might give him a little stronger jawline. I did give him a beard. Maybe that'll help. bath time for us. Okay, well, have a nice bath. I already forgot. Is it Sophie or oh well. I hope you guys have a fun bath. Fun bath. I'm losing my voice? No, I'm not. Some of it is that allergies. Like my eyes were watering a minute ago, and I think I had my window cracked for a bit because my room was hot. But Sophie, okay. Couldn't remember. Hopefully she'll enjoy her nice bath time. I always liked bath time as a kid. Now I'm like lazy and I'm like, do I really need to shower? No, I shower. Don't worry. I'm not sitting here with stink lines coming off of me. Everything as an adult becomes a little bit more like, what's the word? Monotonous? No, I don't know, like, where it's just like over and over again, you're just like, I don't want to do it. Sophie, I remembered right. Okay. Hopefully she'll have a nice bath. I'm gonna mute my mic and clear my voice a minute. There we go. It's so nice to have that mute feature so I don't have to, like, you know, clear my throat right into the mic. Keep going. I want to make sure before I go on. Yeah, I want to make sure that my path is saved. It's always kind of a bummer. I'm sometimes too tired to do something. Yeah, I totally understand that. My worst thing is folding laundry. Like, I used to have cable before I became a poor adult. But I would put on my TV and I would sit on my bed and I'd fold my laundry while watching something. But now I guess I could try to set up like a table by my computer and watch something. But mostly I just like sit on my bed because it's like a lot of open space where you can put your clothes after you've folded them. And I just sit there bored, folding clothes. I miss being able to like watch TV while I was doing it. So that's become kind of one of those things where I'm like, do I even want to fold my clothes? Maybe I could just look like a wrinkled mess. I don't know. Responsibilities, yes, indeed. It's all kind of like a up in the air. You're like, well, how responsible do I really need to be? Let's see. Or too lazy even. I've become a poor adult. Yeah. Do I know what Roblox is? Is that a video game where you kind of like have like a blocky character and you run around, and it might be like an open, what are those called? Like playground games? Catbox? That doesn't seem right. I've heard of it. I don't really know it too well. Is it a fun game? Or is that something you play a lot? I don't know. I used to play Minecraft. I don't know does that make you... You're not supposed to admit that nowadays. I liked that game. You could build like a castle. I think I have it still, and they have like a new update. I should check it out sometime. I just don't really have time for that stuff anymore. It's so sad. Unless I can do something else while doing it, it's like, I feel like I can't play a game or anything. I have to be able to work on something else. I don't have the hours in the day anymore. Yes, and it has a lot of oofs. Oh no. Oh, hopefully it's nice. Does it have open source? Is that what I was trying to think of? An open source game? That might have been the word I was looking for. Is it a fun game? Well, yes, no, too much stupid children that want to do inappropriate stuff. Yes. Well, I think that's what happens when you have anything that's open to the public. I don't always think it's kids either. I think sometimes adults come in and they're inappropriate too. I've certainly had that happen to me, even on these live streams. Yeah. Get her a little bend in her sweater. It's stretching over her. I don't know if I'm going to put her behind or in front. That's why I didn't really do her hands. I don't want to commit to them until I've decided it goes. I think I put her in front probably would look best because I've kind of made her a little bit bigger, I guess, like proportionally, like not just like her body type, but I just mean like the entirety of her drawing. It's a little bit bigger. I think I'll bring her arms in though. Maybe something like that. I think that's good. For now, I'm just going to delete this. I could always re-put it in later. I guess I'll put like a little thing there to remind me. I'm back. I followed your Twitter account. Oh, thank you. I will follow you back after the live stream. I need to go on Twitter. I need to remember to go on Twitter more. I don't know. I never know what to share on Twitter. I always feel like I don't have anything to say. I need a more exciting life. Don't we all? I should just start putting like things like, hey, here's a new movie I like. I don't know. Is that what people do? See, I feel like I'm weird. I don't know what people share on Twitter. There's someone I watch who just retweets everything her friends say. I haven't seen for her in a really long time though. I don't know if she's still around. I guess that's what I could at least do. Spread my friends' posts around and give them some support. I'm really bad about Twitter. And Discord. I have a Discord too. I technically have a Facebook that I signed up for, and then I was like, hey everyone, I signed up for Facebook, and all I've still to this day all I've done is put my profile picture in, and that is it. Let's see. Yes, but you know when it's the children doing it. Thanks, and you're welcome. Are you hyped for tomorrow, Bunter? Spam your YouTube links with hashtags. I've been very careful about what I put in my links now because if anyone has heard, Deathlake had her account suspended for a while. It was terminated actually for spam reasons, and she was speculating it might have been from the stuff she put in, the multiple links to different websites. And I've been paranoid. I've tried to learn from her. It was very unfair. She was clearly not a spam account, so it's weird that they didn't. They weren't more forgiving when like looking into it. So, let's see. Are you having a party? We should have a hashtag party. Hashtags. I wonder if, I'm sure there are plenty of people out there that have had like hashtag parties for like when they have birthday parties and stuff. Photo of a beach, chill, relax, boyfriend, lemonade, always. Yes, that is exactly. It is funny when you go on. I think it's. I don't go to Instagram. I have technically an account, but I don't have like a smart device to use it. But I've seen other people go on, and then you just see the wall of hashtags underneath, and you think, man, that's so funny. I usually put about 10 hashtags in my video. I'm standing up, so if my voice gets weird from the mic, I just gotta stand up every once in a while. My legs start feeling a little bit sleepy. So I'm gonna stand up just for a sec here. Okay, back to my squeaky chair. I'm gonna roll it in and squeak it. It always, every time I say it's gonna squeak, it doesn't squeak. And every time I don't think it's gonna squeak, it squeaks. It's an evil chair. Oh, it's my dad's birthday. At the evening, there's a party at the place I take dancing classes, and after we go out to eat with my dancing partner. Oh, that's so fun. Do you guys, where are you going out to eat? Is it like a type of restaurant, or is it just kind of like a general restaurant, or? Hashtag everything. And hype feelings is here too. and take a sip, sir. Sorry. And then my dancing partner sleeps over for a few days, and at daytime my parents are at work, which means I'm alone with my friend. That's the best. When you have the house to yourself, and you have that like touch of freedom, that taste of freedom. Then you can be as loud or obnoxious or do all the things you can't do around with your parents, but only wholesome things, of course. Miss AG, she promotes the wholesome stuff. Oh, you're going to a Greek restaurant. Oh, that's fun. I wish there were more Greek restaurants where I live. I think we have an Olive Garden. I don't think that counts. I don't even know if that's Greek or Italian. I don't go there. Is that the place where I think it's for those who don't know Olive Garden, I think it's the place where you... What am I doing? I'm just going to copy this eye. I'm going to do the lazy thing. I think it's the place where you go and they have like paper for the table cover. And they you can like draw on it with crayons. But it's been a long time since I went there, so I don't know if that's still in practice. And it might not even be Olive Garden that does that. So hopefully... I just realized she has no eyebrows. Why do I never draw eyebrows? I don't know. I have eyebrows in real life. People probably think I'm like sitting here without eyebrows. Remember that Connor meme? Meme, well, here's your foot version, Miss Art. Wake up, foot slaps. It's me, Art Garden. That's perfect. I like it. I'm digging it. I miss Connor. I guess that the hype has gone down. Sad. I wonder if there'll be a sequel to that game. I didn't even know who made that game. Like what company it was. I think there's a game company called Telltale Games that are going out of business now. They're bankrupt. I don't really play any of these games, so I might be wrong. But as far as, like, I check the news a lot, so as far as what I've read just briefly through the, like, headlines and stuff, I think, I don't know, there's some, like, lawsuits going on. Mistreatment of employees and stuff, and now they're going bankrupt, so I'll have to see. They made, like, the Walking Dead games, which I think that's the only ones I know. They've done more. But, oops, I think I want this on this side, actually. Have a little break in the nose like that. I think that looks nice. And Quantic Dream did, to be honest. Is Quantic Dream the company that made Being Human? Or Detroit Become Human, that's what it is. Being Human's a show I used to watch with my sister. This is kind of funny. It was like a vampire, a werewolf, and a ghost living together. It sounds like one of those jokes. A vampire, ghost, and a werewolf walked into a house. One of them turned to the other and said, punchline. I don't have a punchline. I don't know. This has come in too much. I wanted to give her so she wasn't totally... yeah, I think this needs to come out a little bit. Honor her full curve. Oops, I duplicated the path there. Don't want that. I think that's good. Yeah, something like that. R.I.P. Telltale. And the zombie? There should have been a zombie in there. Was there a zombie? I didn't actually see the last couple seasons, so I was gonna have her have like a apron, so I'm gonna add these little lines here. I could do, it might be fun to do like a full apron. Let's see. Let's have one here, it kind of goes out here and then it comes in here. Let's just look and see what we like. Do we like the full apron look? This one would just come down to there. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then we'd have just something like this. Or we could have it with like the frillies going down the sides. Like this. Let me just quickly put this in, see if I like this. Trying to think. Does she bake cakes and cookies, the woman on the right? Yeah, maybe. I mean, who doesn't like cakes and cookies? I certainly like cakes and cookies. My favorite kind of cake is... That's hard because it's kind of like what you feel like at the time. I'm very partial to cheesecake. That's probably not great for you. And then there's... I like chocolate cake with vanilla ice cream. I like lemon cake and carrot cake. I don't know if I like that or not. I guess we could do like a square opening here. Let's move this over. I'll leave it for now and make a decision about it later. And then I'll put some of these in real quick. It might be kind of nice to have those frills. It's like another little detail to our character. Let's see here. Delete that. And then we'll delete this. Like that. There we go. Yeah, I think so. I think it's fun. A little fun. Maybe it's going overboard with all the ruffles. I think it's okay. She's got, like, you know, it's echoed in her hairstyle and stuff. Lactose isn't good for you. Oh, well, carrot cake doesn't have... I think it's made with oil instead of butter, and it has carrots and stuff. So maybe carrot cake. I guess it has a frosting. But there's probably like a glaze you could do instead that doesn't have any lactose in it. Japanese cheesecake for the win. Nice and fluffy with no biscuit base. Oh, I don't think I've ever had Japanese cheesecake. It sounds good. I will have to look into it. Maybe I'll make one sometime. Like a recipe. Like a recipe. As opposed to, I don't know. I'm always looking for new recipes to try though. Dessert recipes and stuff. I made a coffee cake recently that was like a mix between coffee cake and bread pudding. That was pretty good. Had like 6 eggs and I think like 2 cups of yogurt. Kind of made it like a pudding type thing. But then it had like the cinnamon and stuff for the coffee cake. It had like the streusel topping. Sometimes I feel like eating something and then later I feel like eating something else. I've eaten carrot cake, but it's good. It's just cheesecake. I want sushi. I want to sleep, but I don't want to sleep at the same time. I know that feeling. You're like, I should get to bed in another hour. It's hard, especially when you don't have to get up early. Although, lately I have to get up early every day. I mean, sometimes even when you have to get up early, you're like, eh. I certainly can commiserate though. It's like one of those. It's like the same thing as like, you know, showering or whatever. You're like, I don't really want to shower or do laundry. I'll just live like a bum. Let's see. I think I'll do it like this. We can have the cheek go out like that. Not 100% sure how his final lines are gonna look. Be right back. Okay. Yeah, I think I've kind of slowed down here. I'm gonna need to take a quick drink here. I've always had more trouble drawing guys than girls. I don't know why that is, because I'm pretty sure when I started out, I drew more guys than girls. I used to draw Naruto stuff. This is like the second time I talked about Naruto. Let's see, what was his name? Kakashi. He's like a character and he has a mask. And I used to draw him with my friends and I guess Naruto himself. I don't know if I drew a lot of him. And then my other friend drew Sasuke, who is like this rival to the main character. So he's got, you know, the main character's all blonde and cheerful and happy and sticks out a lot, and then the rival's like black haired and he had like this crazy hairstyle. But yeah, anyway, so I kind of drew them probably, and then I drew, yeah. So it's weird that now when it comes to drawing, I always struggle more with guys than girls, since my origin was more guys than girls. They got no arms now. In Naruto or in my characters? Did they get rid of their arms? They don't need arms. Who needs arms? Oh, that's weird. It certainly would be cheaper to animate a show if no one had any arms. You wouldn't have to worry about that. They could just be like pegels. Pegels, is that the word? Pegs. I think that's the word I'm thinking of. Like the sock'em bock'em, but they don't fall down. That's what I think of. No armed people. The Powerpuff Girls, I guess they had flippers instead of arms. I know that's not really accurate. The original ones, and I guess the new remake ones too. I wonder if that show is still around. I know that people kind of made a stink about it when it got rebooted. Naruto and Sasuke, however it's spelt, I've seen one arm each. Oh, do they? See, I only probably watched the first. I watched, I mean, no spoilers, but I watched to the part where Sasuke left the village. I mean, I guess that's a little bit of a spoiler. So I got really behind in it. But, did they each lose an arm and now... Well, they could be like arm buddies. Did they lose the opposite arms each or the same arm? That's the real question. You have a headache now? No. I hate headaches. Is it from staring at the screen? I don't think I usually get headaches from staring at screens. I get them more from being in the very bright sunlight. Like especially if it's snowed and the sun is shining right on that snow. That gives me really bad headaches. Okay, let me see here. I think I need to take this line away. His ear will go here. And it'll probably go out further than the hair, so we'll just do that like that. And then I'm going to delete that line. And then that one looks a little too far in, so I'll move it out. Why not? I should look into Naruto and see what happened to him. I know that I know that he went on and trained with, Naruto went on and trained with the frog guy. I wish I'd kept up with that more. My problem is like I always start something and then I never finish it. Series or TV shows or whatever. And then I miss out on all the ending stuff. That's not quite how I want that to look. I think I'll move it down like this. Let me see how this is looking. Look a little weird. I don't know. Maybe I won't close this in. I think I will leave it open, and that'll just be a little bit harder to color later. But that's okay. So I moved his beard down, and I think it makes a little bit of a stronger jaw. I don't think I need to move down anymore. I think I will do this though, like that. So we can see that's his mouth. And then this is like the bottom lip, so maybe it needs to come down even a little bit further. So I'll just kind of mess with this. Move it all down a little bit. Naruto never-ending series of episodes. I did hear that they made a ton of like filler episodes because I think the manga like ran out of episodes. It's like how Game of Thrones is now. So they don't have any like the original material to go through, so they just made like a bunch of filler episodes. But with those you can't like have any major dramatic plot points that change the characters because you don't know what you're gonna need when the other ones come out. So that probably didn't help. I don't know if I saw the filler ones. Did I? I don't know. I'm thinking I might have seen more than when Sasuke left the village, but I just can't remember seeing more. Maybe that was the filler episodes. Hard to say. I should look it up after this. I always liked the shows and movies and stuff when the characters were always like super hyper and happy. More so than like the super broody ones. I shouldn't say always. I went through a phase like Final Fantasy 8 when you had like Squall, and I was like, wow, he's so cool. Granted, I was very young. But since then, I kind of appreciate people who take a little bit more joy in life rather than angst about it. I think that's a good thing. Do you want to snuggle? Did you? I forgot already if you said you had dogs. You could get your doggo. Doggos can't, or you know, they make good snuggle friends. They can't blow you off. They're always like, yeah, let's snuggle, rub my belly. You're back with warm tea and biscuits. Oh, that's great. I want biscuits. You should bring me some. Are you saying biscuits as in the British biscuits, or biscuits as in American biscuits? Like, Americans think of biscuits, they're like more of like a baked breaded thing. The British say biscuits for cookies, or what Americans call cookies. I'm just curious. Your doggo doesn't like to snuggle? Aww. Let's grab another drink. She gets angry and goes away. Oh no. What kind of doggo do you have? She's a sad doggo. I think I have read that when they're pups, if you don't like imprint on them, they don't like later on when you snuggle them. Puppos. Brainless mess. Anyone has an idea for a new Photoshop design? I need inspiration. What kind of Photoshop design? Like something to design in Photoshop, or I'm not sure if I understand. She's a devil. Oh no. No doggo. You have to be a nice doggo. I never finished drawing his tie earlier. I guess I'll do that now. Put this here and here. Excuse me. Photoshop designs. Yeah, I don't know. Like what I need like a clue on what you're going for here, like designing cars or designing something specific to Photoshop. This is me just not understanding. I'm a dummy. Let's just kind of put this tie in here. Let's curve it too a little bit. I think it needs to curve like that. Then let's smooth out all these rounded edges. I need a human to snuggle. Something about water protoshizon. Oh, water protection. No, I don't know. Because I'm clingy. Snuggles me be a woofer. That's so cute. I should call dogs woofers. That's a great name for them. I usually say doggos or doggies. I say birdos or birdies. I'm very, very original and clever, and I never repeat myself. Certainly not. Let me think here. I say chickos for chickens. Burbs. I should say burbs more. And then there's cats. I usually say, yeah, cats or kittens. I've never known anyone who actually said kitty cats. Certainly there's got to be people out there. And yeah, I wonder what else. There's snacks for snakes. What other weird, not weird, but just unusual things do people call animals? Yeah, I don't know. The only thing I can snuggle right now is my big teddy bear, which wears a shirt of my friend. What's up, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I remember that. What have I've done here? I want this to go in like this and get rid of this. I only want the one line, so it's foreshortened. Something like that. That looks pretty good. And then, yeah, I think I've been doing this pen stuff for a while, probably. But I think I've made a lot of progress. Technically, I'll probably have to add a little more detail here and here. I want to do like one actual drawing, so I think I'm going to go to this frame here and do her. I'm actually going to, let's duplicate the path in case I make any edits that I don't like. And I'm going to move her over so we can have like a little text bubble here to establish the person. I guess I can't mark there. So let's make a new one. We'll call it line, and I'm going to oops, I'm going to pick the other one. Is it that big? It is. Oh wow. Oh, you have like a giant teddy bear? I got one of those for Christmas one year, and it was the best. I still have it. I also have a tiger. Actually, I want this. I'm going to make these very small. And before I go on to color these, I better make sure all my paths are linked up. That'll be frustrating later on. Yeah, I got a big giant tiger from like Six Flags or something. When I was in 6th grade, we had, I think I'm going to put her hair like this. This might look a little silly. I think it'd be nice to have her hair like falling forward. I'll add to the image. Yeah, Six Flags, if that's even still around. We went there for a school trip when I was in 6th grade, and I won one of those giant tigers on the ring toss. And then I had won once, and I had that like gambling moment where I was like, I could win another one. So I think I spent like all the rest of my cash almost on trying to get another one. I should have just been happy for the one I had. It's silly. I couldn't have carried, I had enough problems carrying the one I had. I couldn't have carried another one. But, yeah, so I think that's all pretty much linked up now. So now I'm going to, let's just go ahead and mark that all out. Is that one? And then we're gonna make this, let's make, this will be line for grabbing. And then we'll have the line extended. Where I live, Six Flags is named Wallaby. Oh, I didn't know that. So they've changed the name, huh? Now that I've done this, I see all these errors here in this pendant. I should have fixed. I'll do it before I do the extended lines. So for the extended ones, I'm going to have the base be 4. That's probably too much. We'll have it 3. And then we'll have the simulate pressure at 4. And then we'll have a few, oops. Let's get rid of this one. Then we'll have a few extra lines here. Be a little thicker on the outside. Maybe this one too. We'll do it at maybe 6. And then we can have some line variation there. And then lastly, I want to put in her eyelashes before I go any further. Fill subpaths, 0. There we go. Now she's ready to be colored. I still have imaginary friends even though I'm 11. I think that's... I had Dalmatian friends when I was younger. I think it's okay to have imaginary friends. Imaginary friends at 11 is normal. See? I have an obsession with big stuffed animals, which I'm sewing myself sometimes and I'm 15. Oh, I missed a couple things. Is it sad that my teddy bear is my best friend sometimes? I think it's okay if you make a connection. You have your teddy bear. Now I'll make a color layer. Oh, it needs to be named right. And then I think I'll get her colored in. I think that'll be fun. She's got, oh, just this. Let's pick this color. And I'll be zooming back and forth. Hopefully this won't make people sick. I guess I missed a closing here somewhere. It's not that. It's not that. I gotta find it. Here it is. Found it. Nope. One more. I gotta find that one too. We have this here. I don't think that's it. Where did I miss the clothing where her hair is coming in? Let me see something. No, that one is there. This is the one bad thing about doing it my way. There's always like a section where it doesn't quite meet up and then you miss it. It might be right here. Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm gonna actually make that a little bit smaller though. So like when you're doing the wand tool method that I'm doing, you gotta make sure all your lines are closed in, otherwise it goes into the other ones. Oh, I'm missing something. Here between two hair dryers, Steffi and Sophie, we're 9 watching. Right, coming a big group. We can be we should name ourselves. I'm terrible at names though. I should put a background color before I go on any further, so she can have this nice background color. I might change some stuff about this later. I just wanted to get this going for the live stream. Get something going. Maybe a nice purple. That's probably too saturated for a background. So maybe like something like that will be a little bit better. That could be fun. That could be like the wall colors where they live. Yeah. So let's do this next. This should be her skin color. Oh, we will be the flowers of this art garden now. Yeah, I thought about, like, I was joking a while back what I would call, like, you know, how some people call their followers something. We talked about being like seedlings or something. People could be Miss Art Garden seedlings or saplings or something. I don't know. Maybe that's weird. I realize now that I didn't give her a cape. I'm missing the cape, so I'm gonna quickly, I'm just gonna draw this in with my tablet, I think. Just put, oops, I want this to be like this. Maybe like that. And then I'll erase this line. That's a little bit jaggedy. I should have just used the pen tool. Why didn't I? That doesn't matter. And then I need this line extended, a line for grabbing, erased as well. So I got 2 of them going for me. Okay, now she has her cape. Let's see. Are you 10th grade? Yes. Okay. When will you celebrate your sweet 16? Well, I won't, but I will do my quinceañera. It's not special to turn 16 here in Germany. I don't have anyone to invite. We should have like a live stream or like a Google Hangouts event for Bunter's birthday. Oh yeah, Muffatoons had the same idea. That's why it's been about 4 years without a party. Yeah, we should do something for Bunter's birthday. I'm all for it. If you tell me the time, I'll make sure I'll come if I'm not sleeping or otherwise away. That would be fun. I don't get the American education system. It's very complex. It depends on the states. I don't blame you. It's difficult. Right now, there's also the Common Core stuff that's confusing people. We Dutchies can say anything. Are you from Holland or the Netherlands? They have the best education. Yeah, it's kind of a mix here. Like, America gets a bad rap for our bad education, but if you go to the private schools, you get quite a good education. So there's certainly a lot of problems with public school here, though. And I guess I should explain, for people who are more familiar with the British system, what we call private and public is switched there. So when I say private schools, I mean like the ones that you have to apply to get into, and then you pay your own tuition. We have a list of schools. Is that... Did I color that on? I did. Bad me. Expand, fill, and then we want to be on color. When I did, I put the white on the wrong layer. My bad. That's okay. We'll put it here, and we'll put it here. Okay. Oh, well then Europe or something. Yeah. What kind of school? I wish there was like more trade schools. I think it would be fun. I wish I could learn more about like computers and stuff. I feel like everything I learned is outdated now. Okay, so I think we have that. Oh, and then we have her. I guess I shouldn't have made the background purple. I just realized her little outfit is purple. So we probably do not want a purple background. Let's make it something else. I'll mess around with it. What color should it be? Maybe kind of like a green. Halloween is a good time to have kind of a green background color, I think. Okay, so we have that for her base color all done. Now I'm going to add her shading and stuff just to get this first panel done. Usually what I would do is I'd get all of these down like pat, and then I would put in the frame breaks, and then I would color like all the base colors at the same time. So I'd put her hair in here, put her hair in here, put her hair in here. And then that way, like, as you go through a page, it kind of mainstreams it better. Just in case anyone's curious about like a better method to do. I think this one maybe is not the best, but I did want to get one panel done for before I ended today, so wanted to go through this. Okay, now I'm going to color in her skin. So I guess I'll pick something like this. I want her to look ghosty though, so maybe I will pick something more like this, and then the other one will be more like, I don't know, I don't want it to look like yellow's kind of jaundicey. I don't want her to look sick. Let's try these two colors, see how we like them. Let's say, did someone say computers will become in the Netherlands? We love computers. Oh, well, welcome to Netherlands. We love computers. Yeah, I like computers. I wish that they were nicer to me. Like, I have problems with OBS and certain YouTube. I keep getting, no matter, I've looked into it several times, I can't put my thumbnails in from my Safari browser. So I have to go into Foxfire, which has a lot of, like, problems, like, I don't know. First of all, it doesn't have all my like bookmarks and stuff. Plus, it seems to like crash more often. So someone said I should get Google. What is it called? G+? No, what is it? I can't remember. Google Chrome. That's it. But I had Google Chrome, and it would just eat my RAM. And it would not let me have anything else going. It was cruel. So I'm kind of stuck with Safari. I still don't know how to get rid of that error. It's like J something error when I try to put a thumbnail in. Those are the kind of things that I wish, like, I guess I wish I knew how to troubleshoot them better, so I wouldn't be stuck with having that kind of headaches. I like the German education system. It's simple. I wish computers are nicer to me. Uses Pendle. Well, this is Photoshop. It's different. I guess I mean like the interface of computers. Although I'm very good at Photoshop, I'm terrible at other programs. So I've been using Photoshop for a long time, and like when you have to use it for a job, I think you learn it pretty quick. I also keep leaving to get tea because my tea is like my source of water. I have tea. It's gone very cold. It's kind of like a bummer to drink it when it's cold. I have about a third cup left. I mean, I normally drink tea much faster, but I sit here and I talk to all my lovelies. I've lost my track of thought. I've lost track of my thought. I don't know what the word. I get kind of loopy. I don't know what I'm talking about. I go crazy. I go into the crazy hour. Okay, I think that's good, and I've already picked her colors. I'm going to actually save this path because I might change these later. Save this as skin. But for now, I'm going to get these going here. So fill path 15, fill path 7, and fill path 4. Does she still look kind of ghostly? I think that's a good color for her skin, hopefully. So in the, oh, I remember my train of thought. That's what it is, train of thought. I lost my train of thought. Is that what I was saying earlier? I don't remember. But anyways, I was going to ask, like here in America, everyone gets a free education up until out of high school. And I was wondering, are there, in other countries, is college free where you live? Or, like I think in Canada you can get free college. But I've heard even some countries do it where if you don't make the scores on the standardized tests, you don't get to continue with your education at all, like past like 14 or something. I'm just a little curious how it works in other countries, if anyone has any experience with that. I don't know. The American education system, well, some of it is, there was something back when George W. Bush became president, they passed something called No Child Left Behind, and it was kind of one of those good intentions, but what is it saying? Good intentions pave the way to hell, or something like that, where it sounded really good because obviously you want, you know, all the kids to get a chance even if they're struggling in school. But instead of like improving the school for them, what they did was they just kind of dumbed down the curriculum. So the new students, I mean the students that could keep up and weren't having problems kind of suffered more so than that. At least that was kind of the theory, and I'm sure there's a lot of different schools of thoughts. And so that's like the one thing, and then they did Common Core after that, and that's all I know. So I'm always curious. The educational system in Germany you were talking about, is that like when if you don't test high enough, you don't get to continue? Do you watch Scribble Kibble? If not, I recommend it to you, miss. I don't think I've ever even heard of Scribble Kibble. Is it like a cartoon, or so much debt for UK uni? Yeah, that's that's common here too. In theory, you can go to what's, I guess they used to call them like junior colleges, but they're sort of like segue colleges, and you can go and try to get cheaper. It's like cheaper, and you can get like filler credits, I guess is what they're called. And that kind of helps cut back. I got a lot of scholarships because I had just ended up making, I didn't get a lot of scholarships. I got some scholarships to help me out because I ended up making the grades for them. Here, the problem is you can get scholarships like if it's based on your parents' earnings, which is kind of unfair. Although my parents helped me out, so it wasn't unfair to me, but it's unfair to other people. If your parents earn so much money, you can get like scholarship credits. But if your parents earn a bunch of money but are in debt, it doesn't matter. Whoops, I hit my mic, sorry. It doesn't matter. So that always kind of was unfair to people. Like if the parents are paying off like a huge medical debt, the kids, it doesn't go towards the kids' scholarships. So obviously they won't be able to put as much towards their kids' education anyways. That was always kind of messed up. I don't want to offend anyone, but I call George Washing Machine. Sounds good. I guess we as long as we don't get maliciously political. Oops, I already picked a color. I think it's okay. I know politics is a very you never talk about religion or politics, I think is the saying. But yeah, I like to stick to that as much as I can because I have noticed that some people get They just feel very strongly on their opinions, and I don't want to make them feel ostracized or whatever. Let's see, why is that not grouping? I'm gonna group this one. Let's just group this one. I think like that. And I'll just zoom it out twice. I guess we won't zoom it out twice, we'll just zoom it out once. Hello, deactivated angel. Make Bowsette art. I'm not sure what Bowsette art is. I don't know what that is. Sorry. I don't know. You hate your life now? Why do you hate your life? I don't know what Bowsette is, sorry. Is it like Bowser? Because that's what I think of. Bowser. Yeah, I can't think of anything that makes me think of Bowsette art. I know Rococo. That was a fun art. That was back when everyone would put people in like frills and stuff. So even the guys were wearing very frilly clothes and stuff. It's a funny art movement or art style timeline. I don't know. I don't know what you call it. Like era. What is everyone's favorite art era? I am a fan of Rembrandt. I guess that's a cliched thing to say, but he was good. I liked him. I liked Rembrandt. He was Dutch, I think, too. It's peach mixed with browser. Oh, okay. I see. I get it. No, I'm not gonna draw any slash art. Sorry to burst the bubbles. Maybe sometime in the future someone else will do it. It's wholesome. It's wholesome, peeps. We're staying wholesome. Let me see here. I'm trying to pick. I just realized I didn't save her hair. That's okay. I can always redo it if I have to. Her hair path. See, that's why you should always save your paths. I think I'll make this kind of yellow, actually. I'll save this path. In case I do these later. Victorian fashion for the win. Yeah, Victorian was very fun. I like the, oh, I just picked colors and then I got rid of them. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I like the dresses in the Victorian era, although the poor women back then had to have fainting couches and whatnot. I would definitely, I think if I had to wear a corset and had to run anywhere, I would be very unhappy. I would just be like, nope, nope, sorry patriarch, it's not going to happen anymore. I know that Deathlick had a corset video recently. She definitely looks better in a corset than I ever would. I don't know how you lace them up. I guess they have front lacing ones now. Back then, I can't imagine it was easy on the fingers to have to lace those corsets up. It seems very, very I mean, my fingers hurt after having to tie my shoes real tight. Painful but beautiful. What are we talking about again? We were talking about corsets. They're like a fashion thing where you put them around your waist and you cinch them real tight. And back in the Victorian era and kind of up past, I think, like to the 1800s maybe, they had like a lot of women wore them. Poor women. Well, I like Harry Potter and Warriors. I'm on that phase. I used to really like Harry Potter. I haven't read it in a while. I was definitely, is that called a Potterhead? Is that the fandom? I might call it something else now. I just haven't watched them in a while. I know they have the new movies with Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I haven't seen any of those. I'm like a classic Potter fan. I used to like go with my sister to the bookstores and get them get the books opening day. That's how much I loved them. It was kind of some of it was like back then you're like all your friends were into it, so you had to be, you know, kept up on it too, so you wouldn't be like left out of the cool kids group. I was never in the cool kids group. I have all the movies. Yeah, it's a great series. It's fun. I don't think I have, do I have any of the movies? I have all the books. I probably have the movies. Not 100% sure. I probably have some of them, I mean. Maybe the fourth one? My sister was really into that one. I'd have to go look. Okay, so I have, this is kind of messed up. I want to get rid of that. Let's add the blush and stuff, and then we'll do the eyes. And I think I think this was a good little fun. I had more of a plan for this. I know this was kind of less structured. In the my upcoming ones, I'm gonna do like Halloween themed stuff. I think I've started to say if anyone has any ideas for what I should draw for my first Halloweeny, or paint rather, because I usually alternate paint for a Halloweeny picture. People are welcome to suggest it. I'll be thinking about that this week. I think I did a witch last year, so maybe I'll tackle a zombie, but I don't want to make it too scary because you know, I guess I want, like, you know, to stay nice and wholesome. The books are better, but I like some movies. I don't like reading, just a few. I love reading because books don't have batteries. I can read anywhere and anytime, except in cars I get nauseous. I definitely get car sick too. That is definitely, we can sympathize with each other on that one. I could never read in the car. I like reading books too. I don't have as much time, so what I typically do now is like listen to audiobooks. It's not quite the same though. So we'll have the whites. I'm doing this on the wrong layer. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I want to do the multiply and give her. She's a ghost, so I don't know how much I want to give her blush wise. What I might do is, let me look here. Instead of a traditional blush, I might give her kind of like a greeny, kind of sicky color. I don't know, it's terrible. It's just something like that. Yeah, so she won't have like a normal blush. She'll look not like sickly, but just not like flushed ghosts. It would be fun, like smoky ghosts. Yeah, I could do something like that, like kind of this transparent thing. For the last 2 years in a row, I've done a speed paint of a pumpkin. And I thought about doing that too, but I don't think, I don't know. I don't think I'm up for it this year again. So I like that idea, spooky ghosts. I'll have to think about like how realistic I want to make them and stuff. It's fun doing like spooky things, like transparent things from the dark in Photoshop. It's much harder to do it in real life. Let's do this at 100% or close to it. Maybe I could try to make an actual portrait that is like a ghost. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to think about the logistics. Sometimes you have to kind of plan things out and test it a little ahead of time, especially if you've never done it before. So maybe I'll make a... I can think 2 ways about how I could approach that now. I'll do some testing and see what I can do. And try to find some like Halloween music for next time for the background. I think that would be fun too. Get her eyebrows colored in. Pick a... Take a quick sip again. Maybe pick like, I don't know what color for her face. I think a brown over the red. Kind of stay in that, like, I don't want her to ever look like flushed. Just because I want her to kind of look ghost-like. In the very end, I guess I can do it here. I'm going to give her an aura. Is that the word? I love orange color. I like white. I'm weird. In general, I love every color, but I just love how white is. In my game, they will have ghost costumes. Oh, that is so fun. I'm looking forward to that. So everyone will be like wearing a ghost thing. That's so fun. I keep wishing that I need to find someone who knows, like, excuse me, knows the, like, coding, I think, what it's called, Xcode or something, for, like, iPhone apps or whatever. I wish I could find someone that knows that, and then I could team up with them and we could make up, like, dress-up games and stuff. The only problem is I think it's $100 to, at least it was way back in the day, $100 to put an app in. So it'd have to be something like worth it that you'd hopefully try to make your money back, like sell it for $1 and try to hope 100 people buy it or something. But I think that would be a fun project. Okay, so now she's like this, and then the last thing I'll do is, let me see here, pick her lines and everything. I'm gonna, I know I have everything highlighted here, so let's, oops, I don't want that. I want to deselect everything but her. And I'm gonna give her this little bit of an aura. I haven't decided, I guess I should get rid of this too. I haven't decided exactly, I guess I'll just do it back here for now. What color it should be? Let's see, let's feather about 100, and then let's do blue. That's a good kind of ghostly color. And then, like, so all her things will be, you know, like that maybe. So she'll definitely look very ghost-like. And then we could even have, oops, an overlay layer here, where if you have, oops, I want, you could have, nope, not a rainbow. You could have something like this, and then you bump down the opacity, so she always kind of looked like there was a blue light on her. I don't know. I'll probably play around, but that's pretty good for like the first panel. Hopefully, it'll take a while, but this will be like a maybe like a all-consuming project until Halloween. Oh, I've missed a lot of chat. My thing gets stuck sometimes. I don't realize it, and then I see the little blue arrow. You like black more. You will also see other characters. I'm looking forward to it. They should all have like fun costumes, like witch hats and I don't know, devil horns, or I don't know what little things you can put on them. I'm going to try those games of yours. I have to find someone who'll do the coding first. I'll provide the free art if I can find someone. Unity and Unreal Engine can make games. Unreal Engine is free. I should look into that. I know, I don't know any of those. You can start with Cooking Dairy Muffa. I just started it, and I like the story. Oh, it's a fun game. Already 10 p.m. I'm dying. I wouldn't use Unity. Oh, so good. This is blue. She protects, she attacked, but most importantly, she came back with more tea. Okay, I think I'm all caught up. I think, yeah, so I think that's about what I wanted to get done for this. So I think it's time for me to wrap up. If anyone has any suggestions for what I should do next week, I probably will. I might do a ghost, if not next week at some point. I'm going to give her like thing a little bit of a highlight there. Yeah, you can let me know. And thanks for joining me. This was fun. I think it's a good start for the comic. You guys kind of, I've had some people ask like how I do comments. This is comics. This isn't exactly it, but hopefully if anyone's ever interested, this will help them kind of get started and finding their own way. So thank you everyone who came and hung out with me. I know today was a little bit different, but I did feel like I got to talk more. Sometimes I sit here and nobody talks and I just blabber on about my own stuff. So it was really fun having you all come and talk and stuff. So I hope Oh, hello, Kanekin. I'm just wrapping up. But it's really nice to see you. I hope you're having a good day. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. And don't end now. Well, thank you for everyone for coming, and I really appreciate everyone. And I will see you if you come by this time next week. I'm Saturday at, I think it's 5:30 UTC or 17:30 UTC. So if you want to come by, then I guess I'll be probably drawing a ghost or just something Halloweeny or painting. So I hope everyone has a great day or night or whatever they're doing. And thank you so much for coming by. And I will see you next week or whenever. Have a good day, good night. I never know how to close these. I'm just rambling now. All right, bye-bye. Love you too, Linata, and everyone, and Muffa, and Kanekin, and everyone who came by. Have a good day.